I swear, I tell you, I was not going to photograph this frost. This is even the same spot as I photographed the frost the last time, back in January. But now here it is, April, and it's happening again, and I'm just a sucker for frost. Needless to say, it didn't feel much like April. It was cold and foggy and nasty, and these cattle were still digging through snow after all these months. But I did find this guy. This is a gear falcon, and I've been trying for years to get a picture of one. And then finally, in this thick fog, I managed to see one, and it had just caught a ring-billed gull. Blind luck, I tell ya. The fog cleared away not far from where I saw the falcon, but it didn't get a whole lot warmer. Ice everywhere, so I stopped and sat in a ditch to photograph some of it. It did look pretty cool. Love those little methane bubbles and the way it melts around some of the darker things. But I was after birds. Finally, just up the road, I found some. It wasn't the most photogenic place. There's been a lot of cattle out in this field. But there were plenty of birds around, not just the geese, but an owl nesting, all these sparrows. And in fact, here by Bazzano, there were geese everywhere. They shared pastures with cattle, and over at a meltwater pond, they shared with goldeneyes and widgeons, and all kinds of other birds. But because it's still snowy and still freezing, the big flocks really haven't showed up. Tundra swans, love to see tundra swans. The rest of the birds, they'll be along pretty soon, but things really have to melt a lot. Here, by Hazar, Dead Horse Lake is still frozen solid. And the fields on the slopes of the wintering hills where this fox is trotting along, they're still covered with a lot of snow. Here, the piles of snow pushed to the roadsides by the graders, they're nearly 10 feet deep. But since I shot these pictures just a few days ago, it's warmed up a lot. So maybe these are my last frost pictures. But here in dear old southern Alberta, you just never know.